I'm Kevin McCabe. Breaking news on 12. A pregnant woman is in severe critical condition after being struck by a vehicle. News 12's Dave Roush is at the scene at East 188th and Webster Avenue and has more from people who witnessed the tragic accident. Dave, what can you tell us?
Kevin, I want to start off by just kind of setting the scene for you. We are on Webster Avenue between East 187th Street that you can't see off camera and East 188th Street behind me. This all went down when witnesses say a dark-colored Dodge van. I'm going to ask our photographer, Johnny, to kind of give you a better look. A dark-colored Dodge van came barreling eastward down East 188th Street towards Webster Avenue. The witnesses say they heard that van's brakes screeching, making a loud grinding noise, almost as if they weren't working. Now, we have not gotten that confirmed by police yet. That van came barreling into traffic on Webster Avenue and in the process of doing so hit a woman who was crossing Webster Avenue. Again, this is all according to eyewitnesses. Let's show you some of the pictures of the scene as we found them earlier this afternoon. After the van struck that woman, the witness tells us she was thrown into the path of an oncoming school bus that had a green light and was coming south on Webster Avenue. At that point, bystanders rushed over to the bus to try and see if they could help that woman in any way. They ended up lifting the vehicle up and pulling her out. After they got her out from under the bus, we're told they realized she was in fact pregnant. An EMS vehicle just happened to be coming up Webster Avenue at the time. They got stopped and were able to aid that victim. In the meantime, the van that seemed to be out of control actually came around the corner on Webster Avenue, slamming into two parked cars. It was a very traumatic scene for people who were standing around. As a matter of fact, we'll share with you some of what one of those eyewitnesses had to say this afternoon.
It happens always a lot in Webster. It's a big strip, so it's, you get kind of used to seeing the crashes, but to see somebody under a van, something that, it kind of grosses you out, and you feel bad. You wouldn't want this to happen to your kid or wife or anybody.
Did have a pregnant woman come in from this scene. They sent her into emergency surgery right away to start a cesarean section to try and save that baby's life, get it out of her body, and attempt to save both the baby and the woman. In the meantime, there are still a lot of unanswered questions at this scene, including exactly what may have caused that dark Dodge van to come barreling through on East 188th Street into traffic and hitting that pregnant woman. Kevin, we're going to stay on top of this developing story. All the details as soon as we get them.
Okay, Dave, what about the driver of that van? Any word on him? Did he stay on the scene? Anybody talk to him, know what happened?
Kevin, it's not immediately clear, although one of the witnesses told us that the driver of the van was still at the scene. We saw a man sitting on the back corner bumper of that van. He looked very upset, very distraught, although it's not exactly clear that he was the driver, but it appeared as though he may well have been the driver still here at the scene.
Okay, thank you very much, Dave. News 12's Dave Roush at the scene at 188th in Webster once again. An 8-month pregnant woman was hit by a van. We don't know the cause of the accident yet. Apparently, that woman has been taken to the hospital, again, 8 months pregnant. Luckily, there is an EMS vehicle going by at the time.
Our studio